Okay, this is the one way to debunk all evolutionists and all atheists. You ready?
I don't know why atheists and evolutionists, whatever that means, are lumped into the same category, but let's hear it. I'm sure it'll be an argument in good faith with nothing dishonest.
Radiometric carbon dating is what they use to tell anything that is older than 50,000 years old.
This dude is speedrunning, failing his own argument. Radiocarbon dating is used to date things up to 50,000 years, not past. Carbon-14's half-life is 5,700 years. After 10 half-lives, or 57,000 years, there's less than 0.1% carbon-14 left, making it nearly impossible to use.
So, from the Big Bang all the way till when humans existed. And radiometric carbon dating is what they use for all of those evidence pieces.
Radiometric dating, like uranium-lead or potassium-argon, is used for older rocks and minerals. If I was feeling charitable, I could chalk it up to him not noticing while he was editing, but more than likely, he doesn't know the difference.
So, I'm here to tell you that it is invalid, and I'm going to tell you why. Firstly, in radiometric carbon dating, you have to make assumptions in order to get specific dates. So, based off what you believe is what the outcome will be. You'll make assumptions. Oh, this should be around 200,000 years ago. So they'll make assumptions to make it that way. If they test it and it's like 2,000 years ago, they'll be like, oh, no, change it. That's what they can do.
You have to make all sorts of assumptions when you do science. The thing is, they are either fundamental to the process or carefully tested and stated. For example, we assume things like natural causality, and that the universe operates in a consistent way following natural laws. Scientists also often test their own assumptions by conducting additional experiments to verify them. This idea that scientists make an assumption, test it, and find out it's wrong and decide to, quote, change it instead of performing more inquiry is just a bad creationist straw man of science and the scientific process.
Let me give you an example. If you walk by a sink and you see this cup there about halfway full with the tap dripping into the cup, you would have to make some assumptions as how it got there and how long it's been there. But let's say someone who was also in that kitchen says, yeah, it's just been sitting there for about 45 minutes. Then you would make your assumptions based off what that person said, right? Key words here, an eyewitness is needed in order to know if something is actually close to being true.
I would make an assumption based off what the person said because it's not that important. However, I could design an experiment and measure the rate of liquid dripping into the cup and how much liquid was in said cup to get a good idea of how long the cup had been there, which is all the more hilarious considering it's awfully similar to the predictable decay of radioactive isotopes we use to measure the age of materials like rocks and fossils.
The reason why everything is a guess before 6,000 years ago is because there was no eyewitnesses then.